And welcome back, everyone, to a Friday noon edition. We have Tom Grothous as our guest right now, and you want to talk a bit about mechanics today and doing a good, solid search, because it's important. Just as you look for a good family doctor, you need to know who's working on your car.
Exactly. You get what you pay for, and sometimes, we look at the dealership or the garage that we're going to, but do you know your technician, your mechanic? The difference between a mechanic and a technician is a mechanic is specifically like oil changes, brake jobs, things of that nature, maybe the amount of training they've had. A lot of people say, well, should I get somebody that's older or somebody younger? Well, it depends. It depends on how much experience they've got in what they're working on. If they've been working on brakes and alignments for 20 years, they know what they're doing. But if they've been doing oil changes and now they're going to do your alignment, that's a total different story. So a mechanic to a technician, for instance, we've got the best area for training. We've got Apollo, we've got Vantage, we've got the University of Northwestern Ohio, #1 in the nation for University College Technical Center. That a little bit bias on that, but the fact that it costs as much to go for 2 years as a technical center, college like that, than what it does for 4 years for a bachelor degree. So they put a lot of time and effort into their training. Is that why you pay more? I don't think so, because around here, we actually have it pretty reasonable on the prices that we get charged for compared to going to Columbus or Dayton or Cincinnati. So we're getting a good deal, but find out about your mechanic, about your technician, and ask about their certifications, their training. Do they have ongoing training? Because, Lynn, the way cars are changing, what was six months ago isn't the same right now. It's that much updating going on. So you need to stay proficient in what you're doing, and that's key for us. So, you go into a shop, ask to look at the shop. Is it clean? Is it orderly? As far as clean, I don't mean is it spotless, but is there a bunch of junk sitting around all over the place? Are they taking care of their toolboxes? Because most mechanics have to pay for their own toolboxes. They're actually a subcontractor in a dealership because they have to take out insurance for their tools because that's not the company's tools. Now, if you have your scanners and specific OEM tools, that is the dealerships, but the hand tools is the technician. So if he's respecting his tools, he's going to respect your car.
Now, so far, we've talked about dealerships. What if you're going to go off and find someone who works in his own private shop and word of mouth has led you to someone? How do you go about finding out their background?
Ask. All you do is go in and ask. Say, okay, can you show me your credentials? How many years have you been doing this? What's your specialty area? A lot of independent garages are very good at what they do. And it's like going to your general practitioner. They're good at what they do, but they don't perform surgery on your appendix. So you got to know where to go and where to stop on an independent garage or a dealership. You could have a dealership that you don't want to take them in there for a transmission overhaul because they don't have a good technician to overhaul it. They just put in a rebuilt transmission from somebody else.
We're down to our last minute, so a quick answer here. A lot of people might be skeptical about buying a new car right now because parts are so hard to find. What are your thoughts right now on that?
They're just as hard to find for the older cars. So if you have a 2000 on up, the electronic parts are just as hard to find for those as what it is for a new car. And if you're buying a new car, why not buy it? You've got the warranty for 2 to 5 years. So, buy the new car. You don't have to worry about the parts.
Sounds like some good advice. Thank you very much. Don't go away. Medical news is coming up next here on Noon Edition.